Hey there, welcome to a brand new episode of Muzikxpress. My name is Twan, and in this week's vlog you will see my interview with Ken and Roberta Harrison about the ATB track Let You Go. But before we start with the interview, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and very important, also make sure to click the bell button, because then you will get a notification the next time a new vlog is online. Alright, here it is, the story behind Let You Go by ATB and Roberta Harrison, my interview with Ken and Roberta Harrison. Enjoy! Canadian singer-songwriter duo Roberta Carter Harrison and her husband Ken are active in the music scene for a very long time already. Since the late 80s, they formed the indie pop band Wild Strawberries. One of their tracks was the pop rock song Wrong to Let You Go, which was taken from their album Twist back in the year 2000. In November of the year 2000, German DJ and producer André Tanneberger, a.k.a. ATB, released a new version of the track, which he called Let You Go. That one was featured on his artist album Two Worlds as ATB with the Wild Strawberries. A year later, ATB made a new remix of the song, and that new version was released as a single. Let You Go became ATB's biggest hit in his home country Germany, as it was his first and only top 10 single, reaching number 7 in the charts. For this week's vlog, I sat down with Roberta and Ken Harrison to ask them about the story behind Let You Go. My first question to them was how old they were when they started to listen to music.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so in my house, there wasn't a ton of music all the time. My parents had the radio on, so AM radio in Canada. When I started listening on my own, it was like 680, again, AM radio station. I knew all the hits, just pop songs of the time. And then we actually started dating quite young, and Ken introduced me to sort of more cool music, some Elvis Costello, Kate Bush, Jane Sibrey. She's from Canada. People might not know her, but amazing, freaky, cool singer. What else? I think once I started discovering that kind of music for myself, Sinead O'Connor was huge for me. I still listen to her stuff all the time. Adore her. Yeah. But in my house, it was mostly the radio. Mom had the radio on all the time. In the car, we would listen to Nana Mouskouri.
Oh, wow.
If anyone knows Nana Mouskouri.
Only laugh.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I have a sister, 3 sisters, but an older sister who got into music before me and was buying vinyl. And so, Piano Guy, the Piano Man.
Haygood Hardy?
No, sorry.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, thank you. Sorry. Billy Joel was big. Eric Clapton, I remember. So just sort of discovering through other people in my life at first. Yeah.
And for you, Ken?
Oh, man. Yeah, I grew up in a house that was pretty strict. So I would kind of secretly listen to music. My parents were missionaries in Thailand, and we mostly just had like classical music and stuff on at home. But I would sneak off and listen to the radio. And the radio station, we had this station in Toronto that broadcast close to where we lived, called CFNY, which was sort of the alternate station. They would always play interesting things. And there were, at that time, it was, people like bands like Echo and the Bunnymen, Psychedelic Furs, Elvis Costello. That was really big into U2 as well.
Yes, U2 was huge, yeah.
Yeah.
So and for you, how old were you when you started singing?
So again, we actually met at church, and we both sang in church choir. But it, and like many young kids, I would grab the deodorant bottle and scream into it into the mirror and imagine being a rock star. But I never actually thought that I would officially sort of pursue that. No vocal training. Played a bit of piano, but only because my mom forced us all to take lessons. I really didn't think of it as like a career destination. I just sort of fortunately fell into it because Ken was writing music and putting stuff out. He had something on that CFNY station in a contest that I sang backups on, right? You were singing leads. I was singing backups.
So that was your first release?
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, it was on cassette.
On cassette. Did the artwork at the coffee shop, print shop. Yeah.
Recorded on a Porta Studio.
Yeah. But I just sort of fell into it in part because Ken was so into music and I loved it. But it took me a while to kind of find my own voice.
Yeah. So, and for you, because you said you already did a track together like at an early age.
Yeah.
What was your first release?
So we had a band called Myrrh Sweet Bleeding. It was like
frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah, frankincense and myrrh.
Myrrh Sweet Bleeding.
Wasn't a good title for a band. Nobody knew how to pronounce it
or spell it.
And yeah, it was just a Tascam Porta Studio, like 4 channels where you would record on 3 and then bounce down to 1, and just trying to figure something out. I was really into Brian Eno, and he was using the DX7 had just come out, the Yamaha. So that was just as I was about to go off to university. I got a scholarship to study at university. I ended up spending some of it on my a DX7, and that was my one piece of equipment. So did a lot of just writing on that.
Yeah, so it was like ambient music as well, or like more pop, like rock, or
trying to do some ambient music, but also some sort of kind of maybe folky. We would try to busk on the streets of Toronto, for money, but it didn't work.
I didn't have the sort of any sort of projection at the time. I was a pretty quiet singer when I first started, shy and nervous and just no training, no experience. And so standing on a street corner in downtown Toronto, big city, busy place, trying to sing, it just didn't go out. Yeah, it didn't go well.
We weren't doing covers. We were like
original material, but nobody knew.
When you busk, you kind of want to do memorable tunes.
Yeah. What was it? And what age was that? What 3 was? I would have been like 1.
Yeah, like first year or second year, like by the time we really got Wild Strawberries together.
Yeah, maybe second
year, first
20.
18. Yeah.
Yeah, you already mentioned Wild Strawberries. That's actually my next question. So for the people who don't know Wild Strawberries, what kind of music do you guys make and play?
Yeah, so we did start kind of folky and then pretty quickly changed to like alternative kind of pop/rock, kind of quirky. Always fairly intense lyrics, but kind of bright melodies. Sing people could sing along. I don't know how else to describe it. We got played on this alternative station, but then we went over and got played on all the mainstream stations in Canada too. Over time,
there was a real kind of indie rock kind of scene happening at the time. You didn't need a label. You could sort of bring your records to stores.
Yeah.
That's cool. I guess it's also a cool experience to hear your own song on the radio for the first time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a rally.
Yeah, amazing.
So one of the songs you guys did as Wild Strawberries was the track Wrong to Let You Go. That one later became Let You Go, a track from German DJ and producer André Tanneberger, a.k.a. ATB. First things first, do you remember something from the writing process of Wrong to Let You Go?
Yeah, so that was, we had, there's a guy at Warner Music in Canada who was putting together this compilation. Compilations were big back then, where it was called Women in Song, and he wanted to put together a flamenco guitar player who that was on Warner with us and have Roberta sing with the flamenco guitar player. So he put us together, the flamenco guitar player and me, and we tried to write some songs together. And one of the songs that came out of it was this song, Wrong to Let You Go.
So that was on our album as Wild Strawberries. And we'd been signed to an indie label, but this was the first time a major label, Warner Music, was going to try to promote this song. And so they sent it to 2 or 3 DJs, producers, and said, like, we've got a budget. Can you do a dance mix so we can just get a bit more, a few more spins for this new single? But André, ATB, heard it, or his manager, actually Woody, heard it, and they didn't like the Canadian kind of pop rock version with the flamenco guitar. Neither did I. But they had, fortunately, the record company had sent my a cappella vocal of this beautiful melody Ken had written. The lyrics, just me singing, just a cappella, And so Woody said, Andre, you have to hear this. And Andre said, yeah, I really want this song. So instead of being paid for a mix, which he never would have done, he said, I'd like to, put this on my next album. So that's how that happened.
So he used the original vocals, or did you re-record it?
Original vocals?
Original?
Yeah, we just sent them straight from the original session.
Yeah.
His version was a little faster than the original.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just sent the vocals. And it was exciting. I mean, we were in Canada in a totally different kind of music, but I think he had just had his huge hit with 9 p.m. in Britain, so it was very exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
And was I just asked before the interview, did you actually know who ATB was?
I didn't know from EDM, really. I really didn't know much about the scene.
It was kind of not in our world. We were used to start playing guitar music.
Yeah.
But we were excited by what we heard and really wanted to do it. The flamenco guitar player wasn't as excited, and it took a little bit of convincing
yeah.
to sort of share some of the songwriting.
Yeah.
But I think he's probably happy now.
So how did it go then? Did you get to hear the final result, or did Andre send you like the work in progress versions, or?
No work in progress, and I don't even know if we heard the final. It was on his album.
Yeah.
And I don't even I think it was the 3rd single.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a surprise hit. I don't know that they expected that it would be as successful as it turned out, because I got a phone call literally a week before he was to be on Top of the Pops, when it was number 9 on the chart, and then it went to 7. But for when it was number 9, he was going to be on Top of the Pops, and his manager called and said, can I book you a plane ticket? We need you on Top of the Pops. I said, wow, so exciting, but I can't. I'm 8.5, almost 9 months pregnant, not allowed to fly legally. And so the next question from Woody was, do you have any sisters? I said, yeah, I have 3 sisters. Nobody wants to come and pretend to be me on Top of the Pops. So we threw it back and forth, and in the end, our wonderful hairdresser, who had done both of us hair and makeup for a bunch of music videos in Canada, good friend as well, and just so lovely, but she kind of had my same body type, and again, she had seen me perform so much for video that she kind of knew my moves a little bit, and so she picked an outfit, put on the wig, jumped on the plane, and off she went.
Oh, she fired in the wig?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She has blonde hair.
Quite convincing, actually. I mean...
Yeah, she's amazing.
She was quite convincing.
And because people do lip sync on Top of the Pops, and now then we went back shortly thereafter for the second.
Yeah, for...
Long Way Home.
Long Way Home, yeah. The next year, I think.
And I sat down in the makeup chair at Top of the Pops, and the woman said, something's changed. And then I said, oh yeah, I had a baby. Everything changes when you have a baby.
She fell for it?
Yeah, but I was allowed to sing actually for real at least once. Woody, went to bat for me at Top of the Pops so that I could sing live. Yeah.
Have you ever shared the story before?
Oh, yeah, we have. And the video's on YouTube. It's amazing.
I don't know that we've shared it in an interview. We've shared it with friends.
Right.
So we've ever,
yeah,
I think
posted about it, but
enough distance has passed. Yeah, so
yeah, I think.
But I guess Andre knew, right?
Milli Vanilli. What's that?
Yeah.
Andre knew that it was.
Oh, yes, 100%. Yeah, when Pamela, I should name her. When Pamela landed, I think it was Woody. She just said the manager. She wrote us a great sort of travel log of the whole weekend. She said the manager, when he picked her up, said, "You are now Roberta. You must be Roberta all weekend." Like she put hair and makeup on in the bathroom after she got off the plane just to be the person. Yeah. To stay in character.
This is a really good story.
Yeah.
It's probably our biggest show ever, like in terms of
we had never done such a big show in Canada.
Neither of us were there.
Yeah.
Glad it was enough. Were you nervous for the Top of the Pops yet? Yeah.
I was pretty much giving birth to our first kid as she was recording.
Basically that day.
Oh no, it was our second kid.
Yeah.
Apologies, children. It was our second kid.
So yeah, Let You Go came out in May 2001 in Germany, and in June it also got released in the US. The track was a big success, and it ended up at number 18 on the US Billboard Hot Dance Music Club Play charts. in Germany, Let You Go made it to the number 7 position of the single charts, and also in countries such as the UK, Switzerland, Finland, and Austria, it made it into the charts. So were you surprised by the success of the track?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Happily surprised.
Yeah, wonderful.
I think Canada's it's a big country geographically, but there's not that many people in it. So there's just a sudden increase in the sort of size of people who had heard their music was just really encouraging.
So I guess it was also good for you as the wild strawberries, that for record companies.
Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of transfer over to the again, the Canadian scene can be quite insular as well.
At the time anyway.
Yeah, at the time. It may have probably changed. Not now. That's 20 plus years ago, but we didn't get a lot of mileage out of it
there.
In my memory.
Which was kind of good. We were raising our kids at the time, so it was kind of nice for us not to be famous.
Yeah, it was a nice, again, we've worked with, we did a bunch of songs with André going forward, and then a bunch of other producers over the years. And occasionally I've gone out to sing with André or, for TV appearances and stuff. But generally, we were able to keep writing and recording, which we love, but we didn't have to be out on the road. Whereas, the 10 years before that, we were out all the time. And it's a lot harder with 4 kids.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. And especially also because of the distance.
Yeah.
So what was the first time you actually met André?
They brought us back.
That's right. We came back to do some recording.
Yeah. Was that before we came back for the video?
But we may have come for the second Top of the Pops.
Or maybe...
You're Not Alone video? You're Not Alone. We shot the video for You're Not Alone later.
Did we shoot it while we were over writing? We came over for a month and did a lot of
work on material.
For the next record.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you guys were actually together with André working.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's right.
Welcome.
That's
Yeah, they put us up in a really nice flat.
It was great.
That's good.
Yeah, it was fun.
So we are recording this interview in the Netherlands. You and Ken are here for a week to write and record with Ras Nitsen. So how's that going so far?
Amazing. Yeah. It's been so fun and so productive already. Even with jet lag. Second day in the studio. Feeling a little jet lag. We've done 5 songs.
5 songs. Yeah, 2 yesterday, 3 today.
Yeah. So really good.
It's great to work with.
Yeah.
And we're just joking, by the time you leave, you have an album.
Yeah.
Is there still some time for you to see something of the Netherlands or not really?
So we popped into Amsterdam for dinner after the session yesterday. And then tomorrow we have a day off. So we'll do some more exploring.
Yeah, besides ATB and Ras, you also work together with people such as Matt Derry, Danilo Ercole, Lost Witness, and Alex Worf, to name a few. And are there still people you love to work with?
Oh, sure. My number is... Yeah. I mean, again, I think in large part at this point, it's just, we'll get a track from a producer. Not every time, but a lot of times it'll inspire, a melody and then some lyrics. And, if we don't hear or feel anything, then we'll say, yes, sorry. But pretty much we're just into creating the music.
So how does it usually work? You get like an instrumental and then you write something?
Often, yeah. Often the instrumentals come in around the 130 beats per minute, and often we'll then take it and just put a half-time drum beat underneath it, because our minds work at sort of half speed.
Yeah.
And then we'll get the top line.
Yeah. We'll do kind of our Wild Strawberries, kind of maybe more chill version, kind of groovy, and then they'll take it and turn it into their thing.
Yeah.
So what else can we expect from you in the near future?
Yeah.
Well, a double album.
So sort of the tracks you're working on right now, is it already okay, it's going to be with this producer, or is that still...
Yeah, that's probably mostly still up to be decided, up in the air. I think some of them, I'm not even sure with Ras how it's all going to work, but there will be remixes by other producers. But yeah, we're just sort of right now just trying to get as much done as we can while we're here together in person, and then we'll sort of see how it all plays out.
Good. And the last question, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Oh boy. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to say no to that. I'm sorry. Maybe 10 years ago.
I think maybe.
Maybe.
Feels like grilled pineapple.
Sure. Yeah, that would help. Okay. Yeah.
Thanks a lot for your time, Andrew.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Alright, that was it. This week's vlog, my interview with Ken and Roberta Harrison about Let You Go, a track they did together with ATB. Ken and Roberta, thanks a lot for your time. Much appreciated. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, make sure to give this video a like, leave a comment in the comment section below, and very important, make sure to subscribe. Also make sure to click the bell button, because then you will get a notification the next time a new vlog is online. And I did another interview with Ken and Roberta, and in that one they will share the story behind Hold You, which is another track they did together with ATB. That one will be online in a couple of weeks from now, so stay tuned. Once again, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye bye!